One fish, two fish, blowfish, bluefish. Try saying that 5 times fast. First broadcasted on January 24th, 1991. It was written by Nell Scovell in a lone episode of The Simpsons she wrote, but she's best known as the creator of the 90s Sabrina the Teenage Witch TV series, and has written for several other shows such as Coach, Monk, Murphy Brown, The Critic, Newhart, Charmed, NCIS, and many, many more. If you've seen a TV show, you probably have seen an episode written by her at some point, pretty much in the 90s. This was also directed by Wes Archer. And in this episode, the Simpsons go to a new sushi bar, where Homer takes a liking to the food and decides to try fugu, which is poisonous if not cut properly. Homer's fugu is not, and he's taken to the hospital where he is told he has 22 hours to live. Technically 24 hours, but even Dr. Hibbert says, well, 22. Sorry, I kept you waiting so long. Homer makes a list of the things he wants to do and spends his last day making amends with Grandpa and talking to his children. Homer accepts his fate, but as it turns out that he was not poisoned after all and vows to live his life to the fullest. You have George Takei and Larry King guest starring in this particular episode. And of course, right off the bat, there was no reason to suspect that they were going to kill off Homer just like that 24 episodes into a show. But in an honest sense, the episode did a pretty good job of making you think that this wasn't going to be something gimmicky or tacky at all, and made the whole idea of Homer possibly dying seem very realistic and play it off so well. I mean, this is part of the charm of Season 2 in general, when you start to realize that this was the most dramatic of the entire series. And when I say dramatic, I mean dramatic. I mean, we've tackled major issues that are still relevant today in several episodes we've looked at, such as struggling in school, hair loss, violent cartoons, family issues, the possibility of losing a loved one. Just so many other things taking this very serious idea, but adding in that great satirical comedic edge that the show was best known for its early years. And the show does a good job of building up to what you think is going to be the worst possible situation. I love that build-up where Homer's saying goodbye to his kids, saying goodbye to his wife, and just goes downstairs to sit on the chair and just decides to listen to the Bible read by Larry King, which is a great bit of comedy.
Hi, I'm Larry King. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. And the earth was without Zaire beget Phineas. Phineas begat Abushua. And Abushua begat Ahimaaz. Ahimaaz begat Amariah. Onward. Amariah begats Ahitub. Ahitub begat Shalom begat Hilkiah. And he shall turn the heart of the fathers to the children, and the heart of the children to their fathers, lest I come and smite the earth with a curse. Well, that's it. My old friend Duke Zever's standing by. We'll get some coffee. We'll get some matzo ball soup. I love the San Antonio Spurs, by the way. If you're betting in the NBA this year, I think they're going to win it all. So I guess there's nothing more to say, but...
And then, of course, when you think that he finally has keeled over, and then Marge realizes that his jewel is still worn, that means he's still alive. Like, yeah, it's a really nice moment. Like, it's a nice moment after what you think the worst possible situation is going to be, but it ends on a very positive and even a religious note too. That works pretty well.
Homer. Homer. His drool. It's warm. He's alive! Homer! Homer, wake up! You're alive!
All right, stop it.
Wake up! You're alive! You're alive!
What are you talking about?
You're alive!
I'm alive! I'm alive! And I couldn't be happier!
And on top of that, you got that great comedy, some pretty funny stuff with the sushi bar in general. They kind of play around with the supposed racial stereotypes in more of a positive way than what bad comedies would force nowadays. And they actually do a pretty good job of keeping the stereotypes in the realm of reality and making fun of the stuff that deserves to be made fun of, but keeping it from being way too offensive.
Poison, tasty fish. Concentrate.
I want fugu!
Also gotta love how Homer screaming, "I want fugu," probably was the one thing that actually saved his life in the end. Like, it's just well done. It's just a well done scene in general that you really don't think about at first, but if Homer doesn't yell, "I want fugu" at that point, that dude probably ends up getting cut apart where, yeah, Homer's probably not last in this episode. But the episode does a great job of sticking to the 3-act structure, and it doesn't fall off the radar by going completely off topic and keeping it to just one single story and playing it through the end. One Fish, Two Fish, Blowfish, Bluefish is another great episode from The Simpsons' second season, tackling a major issue and giving it that grade as The Simpsons was best known for, providing enough great comedy, good drama without feeling gimmicky or predictable, and playing it very straight to the T and serious. It's another great episode that's definitely worth checking out from a really great season of the show.
From this day forward, I vow to live life to its fullest.
Right, that's 3-0. That's right. Let's see that one again. So, here he comes. Note the excellent wrist. He's just about to go into the gutter. Nice spin. Well, if he makes this, he'll be down by 40 pins. This match, though, is far from over, as you know.
Yeah, it is far from over, but his approach has been wrong from the beginning, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, he's an erratic bowler, Jed. Yeah. He tends to explode in the 7, 8, 9 frames, though. Takes a lot of...
Well, I remember that one. Moline, Illinois.
That's actually that was Pontiac, Michigan.
Oh, it's
38
Pontiac.
pins going into the 8th.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, he's stepping up now. If he needs to get at least a spare,